So I've got some comments to reply to, but first I want to tell you my history with Catboy Kami. I don't know the man, never made contact. I'm very interested by him and his followers, but I have no enmity, but I am concerned about all the racism. But that's the extent of my personal relationship with him. I found out about him when one of my old friends labeled one of his videos where he offended some young woman with my username, which was Crazy Nigger Fagretard at the time, with R's, R-I. And so I watched the video and I got the same reaction other people get, which is joy at the fun of offending someone. It is fun to be offensive. F censorship. Oh, Hitler, right? And so there's a weird love-hate relationship with being offended, where my brother says, if you offend somebody, it's not because you owned them, it's because you're an a-hole. And yet, I think my family is excessively offended by things like the N-word and blackface. And even when they're in different contexts, my family considers them offensive. And that makes me different from my family. But who cares? It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. We're okay. You are online. That means your life is good enough that you have a connection to the internet and enough peaceful time to be able to focus on something from a screen. That means all you have are first world problems. I don't exactly mean that, but then again, sometimes lack of health care is a first world problem. So, everything's mixed. I've been asked if I am Jewish. The answer is I don't care. The other question I was asked, that was by Black Lives Don't Matter, heh. And I'm offended by the name because Black Lives do matter. And it's not funny to joke about them not mattering because to some people, they don't matter enough. To some people, they might matter too much. But for some people, they don't matter enough. And that's why BLM has a place in this world. So BLM, NMH, we can be political if we want. But again, politics is difficult. I'm not running for office, so who cares? What do I care about? The way I see my relationship with Catboy Kami is I believe that he visited Florida to look at a crocodile, and he went into a swamp there, and he was raped. And he was like, oh, stop, please, no, don't do this. And then I was a leech in the swamp, and I attached to the wound, and I sucked his poopy blood for years until I became a real man, and I detached, and he made me who I am. He made me a human being. Before this, it was like Pinocchio. I was a wooden boy. I was just a leech in a swamp. And then I attached and I started sucking in all that feces, all that blood, and I became a human being. And I thank him for that. I owe him my life, but I'm offended by him a little bit. And yet, he has every right to be offended by me. I'm making videos with no likes at all using his name. It's very offensive. I've been asked to tell my life story. I'm a felon. What did I do? I made a film, camera, video in a courtroom, and then when somebody yelled at me about it, I lied about whether I did it or not. That's a felony, so that is my felony. And like it or not, that's America, where first world problems are big business, but healthcare is a commodity. So that sucks. What else did I do in my life? I'm a graduate. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology. I changed my name to F Censorship, F the Drug War, Mr. N-Word, David N-Words means human super N-Word. And now I'm trying to change my name to Craze, F the Drug War, NFT. And that's a long story, so I'm not going to go into it. A felony, a bachelor's degree, name changes, and my numbering system. This is my point of pride. Between 0 and 99, I know how to eloquently say every number in one syllable. So 77, 5 syllables is just Sven. Take a 7, remove the first E, you have Sven. And you've just upgraded that 7 by 70. Sev plus Svent is Sven. Because Sev is 7, Svent is 70, and Sven is 77. My numbering system saves you time once you learn it. Until you learn it, though, it is a giant waste of time. And that irony and contradiction is a big part of my life. Lastly, I mean it. I'm a leech on him. You don't like me, then you don't like me. You can go watch his actual videos, or you can stick around and pick at my scabs. I really appreciate your attention, and I do take it seriously. I'm not just trolling the Catboy Kami audience. I'm genuinely interested in racism as a phenomenon, and I would like to see it fade away. And so I'm interested in that process of taking away the joy of the shock and replacing it with the empathy of humanity and what I used to call it, nigarity. Thanks so much for your attention. Have a great day. And thanks for liking and leaving comments, or disliking and not leaving comments. Either way, have a good day. Goodbye.